What's up, YouTube? Today we have a set of stairs, a landing or hallway you might call it, and two bedrooms, each having their own closets. And this is a light beige nylon carpet. Got some stuff there, looks like dog poo maybe. He claimed it wasn't there when he moved in, but after they moved the dresser they saw it. And also a red stain. I'm not sure if that red stain is going to come out, as they've used some kind of household cleaner, she said. I will try the red Vanish. It's a vac-away product sold by Encapstore. And we'll see what happens. So far I've had 3 red stains that I've actually used it on, and unfortunately all it's doing is lightening it up. I think I probably have to do a heat transfer, but these folks are not willing, or I'm not even going to offer the heat transfer because it could take me an hour just with an iron and whatnot. I could tell them how to do it themselves, save them some money, save me some time. It's a busy day. And again, this room, it's hard to tell, but there's all kinds of little crap all over the place, little spills, and I don't know, maybe coffee, tea. So what I will do is first I will pre-vac everything, and then I'll come back through with the red Vanish. We'll try that, and I'll also get the Go Oxy, which is a 15% peroxide, and I'll get all those organic stains taken care of. So I did speed this up to spare you, probably a good 40-minute video, I think, or maybe 25 minutes, but I narrowed it down. And you'll notice what I'm attempting to do here is I'm trying my luck with managing the cords. I got a lot of feedback on the Mighty, the big machine, and I got, great advice going horizontally away from the cord if you plug it into the side of the room. With the vacuum, I'm coming in and working my way into the room, but instead of fanning it out, which I've tried before and I always get clumsy and end up with a cord under my feet, I went straight through, and then I'm working my way horizontally away from the cord, which is awesome. See that cord? Working beautifully. And as you know, I retired the Power Speed. Not sure what was going on with it. I've used it for a long time. I do like the Power Speed Eurekas, but it started having issues with the leveler and some other issues. So I cleaned out the sanitaire. I had tried to post vacuum, and it got clogged up. So it's all cleaned out and operating great. Here is, let me put my drill down. I'll show you the red Vanish. Like I said, it's a vac-away product, and it says it removes, it's like the 1-part dye removal, or I'm not sure how it goes. And then that bottle has the Go Oxy. So I'll make sure the directions are correct. It says just put it right on there and agitate with either a bone scraper, or I'm going to use the drill. And again, not much luck, so I'll reapply it. But look at the Go Oxy. Man, that peroxide is crazy. It just eats up whatever that was. Dog poo, dog pee, anything organic, coffee, tea. Love that stuff. And you can mix it down according to the directions. Look at what it does over here. My goodness. That helps when you do a little pre-spotting. So actually you're seeing the full process where I come in, evaluate the job. At the walkthrough, I pre-vacuum everything, pre-spot with the various spotters based on what I'm seeing. I do keep the drill with me while I'm up here in case I run into something difficult. I can use a little more of the pre-spray that I'm going to use, and then agitate deeper with the brush. But it does make it easier, like I said, because you don't have to stop quite as often if you use the drill. And pre-set everything up, get it all squared away so you can just come in and work your way in and out of these rooms. Now here we go again. I mean, I'm going to lay it on here heavy. I'm going to be the tester. Believe it or not, I'll do that one more time. It will lighten up, but my goodness. We'll let it sit and then we'll evaluate. And look, it's back. I'm using my lithium-powered battery sprayer and my rinse-a-roo to fill it up. Love these rinse-a-roo hoses. And the reason I'm using the lithium battery-powered 2-gallon sprayer today is I've run into a few times where my work sprayer is fantastic. If you've got heavily soiled carpet and you want to get in and get it really good pre-spray and get in and out so you can start working on the room, definitely use the work sprayer and maybe a 5-gallon jug like I have. You can see that in previous videos. But I think on jobs where there's just a little spots or traffic, and I mean, look, these carpets aren't that bad, then it's kind of overkill. I'm not in a big hurry anyway. So this one, you don't have to pump it up. I think it was $79 on Amazon. I've given the link out before. They make them in, there's a couple different brands. I'm not sure. I think this one's a Husqvarna or maybe it's a Smith. I think it's a Smith. But anyway, you just charge the pump up head and it'll do, oh man, I think I can get a good 3 to 4 jobs, you know, good sized jobs, 5+ rooms on one charge. I usually bring it in and charge it at night though. And the reason, like I said, is I don't want to over wet the carpets. The whole point of VLM, very low moisture, is that we're using low moisture. And I did like that about the shower feed tank. I was able to have a lot more control where I wanted the solution on the pre-shampoo. I'm using, oh, you can tell, it's hard to see, but there's the clean side. It did pick up a lot of dirt. And I don't think I showed the video on that part, but I'll continue on here and I'll show you using the Koblenz. This is the Koblenz 3/4 horsepower 13-inch floor machine. And I am using a, what is it, not a planetary pad, but a moon pad that I had bought 13-inch for my Auric. And I put it underneath the Malish pad driver to prevent the Malish pad driver from tearing up these new, these are called Galaxy Mop Pads. All this stuff's available at the Encapstore. There's always a link in the description. But I bought a case of the Galaxy Mop Microfibers. They have scrubbing strips. They're similar to a Zinger, but the reason I'm trying these out is I like the idea that they're not going to show as much dirt because they are gray and blue. And I've heard a lot of good stuff from other carpet cleaners that that's all they use. Sometimes they skip the pre-scrub and just use these. So I wanted to see how they do, and so far they're doing great. I did not pre-scrub with the moon pad. I just used the moon pad to prevent the Malish driver from tearing up my new pads. However, you'll see once the one side was damp and I flipped it over, the pad started to move around. So I'll play with it for a while here until I decide, well, let's test the Malish pad driver and see what happens if it tears these up. And I did spray the pad, so I'm using a wet pad as well as pre-sprayed the carpets. I know that helps. And here I think at this point, yeah, I think I was sick of messing with the moon pad under there, and I thought I'll just remove it. No, I'm still going at it. Yeah, I remember this part. So as soon as I get, about where my feet are, it starts to move again. I give up on it and I take it off. And surprisingly, the Malish pad driver did not affect or tear up the pad one bit. In fact, it made it easier. The machine was easier to control. There was almost zero wobble. Yeah, there I go. You can see. Oh, Big Polly's getting frustrated there. All right, let's see what happens. I'm not even going to move the pad. I'm going to leave it in the middle of the dang room. All right, look at that. So much better. And I already cleaned the master bedroom, so I'm kind of kicking myself because I went through that whole process. And I was going to do the dual method and pre-scrub with the moon pad and then do this, but I thought, well, these are not real heavily soiled. Let's try out what these other guys are saying is that you can be a two-step in one with these pads similar to a Zinger pad. Again, they're called Galaxy Mop Pads. These are 15-inch that I'm using. They come 5 to a case. It's not that expensive to get them. I know they last a good while. They're stitched together really well. So let me get inside this closet and work my way out a little bit. And then when I'm done with the staircase, I'm going to come back and use the Grande groomer and groom it. And a funny thing about that is I had a customer, actually two of them. It was a customer and her daughter. They both had their homes done, and when I was done, I had raked it with the rake, and they were like, oh, what, we saw all those pretty triangles, or her daughter called them diamonds. She said, they're not as pretty on my carpet, huh? And I went and got the, I call it my triangle brush. Some of you have seen it in previous videos. It's just a scrub brush, but it lays the fiber down one way and then back the next way, kind of like when you steam clean with a wand. And I've said over and over, aesthetics is everything, the way it looks when it comes to, the feeling that the customer gets when you're done. And because they both said that, and they watch my videos, if you guys are watching, shout out. Thanks for the advice or for the input. What I did was I am putting that back on. I'm going to take the Grande groomers. I have two of them, the soft one and the bristle one. I'm going to take those back off and go back to using my triangle brush because it works 2 steps. You can use it as a pre-scrub if you need to, traffic areas or in front of sofas. And then you can also use it for grooming, and it cleans up pretty well. I was having problems with the handle and some other stuff on the last one, but I have a additional one, so I actually went to Walmart in the paint section, got me an 8-foot extendable pole, so I'm going to be trying that out. So look for that in the next video. These rooms came out great, and if you have any luck with that red removal, let me know what I'm doing wrong or if there's a different method with it. But for now, that's it. I got to head to my next job. I appreciate you joining me for another episode, and I'll see you in my next one.